Here we go, boys. Episode 81. Now, Tassie, welcome to the show straight away. I got a little bit of feedback last week from the great man. There's only one great man on the show, and it's not fucking Mardo. As we've told everyone, we've put a line through the prick. We're talking about the great man, Tone. He was all upset. He was all uppity last week, Tassie, because he reckons I talk too much.
You're joking.
Yes, me.
Mate, you're the only bloke I know who can talk underwater. Of course you do.
Mate, a mouthful of marbles. Fair dinkum, I should have been a chick. I'd make a fortune. Anyway, Tony, what's the problem?
I wanted to talk about the quaddie, but I couldn't get a word in.
Why? Why couldn't you get a word in, Tone?
You're like a bloody, like one of those dragsters over the regulation quarter mile. You couldn't get across the road.
So now we've talked about this. We've had words.
Yes.
We've got a code word, haven't we, mate, to stop me from talking or dominating everything.
We have, yeah.
What's the word?
Surprise baby.
Now, surprise baby, this prick, fair dinkum, Geordie Childs cost me $24,000 in 2019, the asshole. So if that's a word that'll stop me in my tracks, Tony, absolutely, let's try it out, all right? Geordie Childs, what the fuck was he doing having it fucking 118 back, 16 wide when it was the... So you're supposed to say surprise baby.
I was waiting.
Surprise baby.
Oh, okay, right, okay. Tony, you got something to say, mate?
Yeah, one of the...
Pezza,
yes.
And Tone, if it doesn't work,
Right.
I'll go out this weekend and buy a GIMP mask and I'll send it to you and you can put it on him, okay? And that'll keep him quiet. Every now and again, just put the GIMP mask, zip him up, and that's it.
Where's the GIMP? Wake up the GIMP. That's right. Bit of Pulp Fiction there for us, boys and girls. Now, talking about the GIMP, I've got to give a couple of shout outs to trainers this week. Now, we're not real keen on trainers and we don't think they're really good. A bit like Tone with his jockeys, but geez, you've got to applaud Pete Moody and Mickey Price this week. Sensational. Taz, Pete Moody was asked about the track at Caulfield and he said, it's rooted.
He did. I'm surprised he didn't use the other fornicated word,
right?
Because he probably couldn't. But he did say that. But having said that, if his horse Oxley Road wins, would he have said it was rooted?
Yeah. I think he had 3 starters on the day. There were 2 seconds and a third. So I think, Pete, you got him at the right time for an honest answer.
Yeah.
Tone, what do you think? The track?
Well, it's a bit like Grandma's backyard, isn't it? Like all the moguler, as we call them, the mole out of Grandma's has totally destroyed the backyard. As you know, there's 48 mounds where it's been digging it up, so it probably looks like Caulfield track. Yeah, absolutely stuffed. And they cut down the trees that were in commemorated whatever for the Anzacs. There's scumbags there at Caulfield.
Right.
Absolutely. The way I spend the money on the track.
For me personally, I think if you water the track, it's to make it safe for both beast and a horse. The beast being the jockey, of course.
Yeah.
I don't think you water the track just to water the track. I think if you can run on it, I don't know why Victorian Racing puts out these protocols that you got to have a track that's good for, fuck a good for. Remember the tracks in the back of the day? They used to be lightning.
But Pez, maybe it was a Greek and maybe he thought he was watering the concrete. You know what I mean? Like, when you go out, you water your concrete gardens. Maybe that's all it was. Yeah. They saw it that firm and they thought it was concrete. So they got good old Jimmy out. He got the hose out and just stood there and gave it a bit of a hose.
Or maybe one of your uncles needed a bit of water for one of the Europeans to run a bit easier on. I don't know, mate. But good on Pete Moody for being honest. And I loved how Mickey Price just came out and said that I'm Thunderstruck is a bit like Pez, fat and in need of a run. I thought that was brilliant because on Thunderstruck absolutely got smashed in the last couple of minutes of betting, come in from $7.50 into $5. So obviously nobody listened to Mick, but it was a great run, a great All-Star Mile run actually on Thunderstruck. But what, how good's that? Just comes out and says, nah. It's awesome. Should be more of it.
And they kept backing it.
Yeah, they backed it right at the end because they thought maybe Class might get it over the top, but no, he was right. That was fat and in need of a run.
I think Gay Waterhouse many years ago, I remember she used to come out and declare her horses.
Yep.
And, and she was pretty close when she said that it would win. Now, these days, I don't think she even remembers the name of her horses, but unfortunately, but that's it.
Yeah.
In her heyday, she used to do it a lot. A lot of respect for her for that.
Yeah, absolutely. She used to get sort of slammed for having an opinion too, especially being a woman in racing.
Yes.
But yeah, I reckon it's a breath of fresh air. It should be more of it. Instead of trainers coming out and lying to the public and the oldest punter and saying, yeah, we're a chance, we're a big champ, fucking blah, 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 blah. Oh, we got a stone bruise. No, tell us. Nah. It's running around this week because it needs a run, and I reckon it's fucking awesome.
I still remember a day I won. This is going back probably mid '80s, going to the Sandown Greyhounds, and you used to stand up along the fence. And we only used to go on a Thursday night after footy training. And anyway, I backed this dog number 5. I still remember its name, Queen Mariner. And as they were going past, I said to the trainer, as they were there, I said, hey, what do you reckon? He goes, Buckley's no chance. Anyway, this thing jumped, led from start to finish, 25-1. And when he was coming back, I was still standing there laughing. And he goes, you had some, didn't you? You dirty dog. I said, of course I did. But he didn't want to tell me anything then.
No, but yeah, that's right. So they shouldn't be. I reckon these bigger trainers, and they're just, why not try to help the punter out, win a couple of bucks on a Saturday, you might get them back. Anyway, let's get into it. Now, last weekend, boys, wasn't our best result, but it wasn't our worst result. We've had worse weeks, but anyway, Tony, you've tipped Reece Jones. I know you have a few senior moments these days, mate, but you're supposed to say surprise baby anytime, Tom.
Yeah.
Now, Reece Jones, you had a few senior moments. You didn't realise you backed him 3 weeks in a row, but me and Taz made a point of it that you had. Casino Kid.
Casino Kid, absolutely. Nah, no more. Finished, done. Shocking ride, just not good enough. Nah, it's done. I've had enough. I've had enough of Sydney. There's too much skullduggery going on up there in Sydney. And a lot of these jockeys, honestly, they need to do their apprenticeships again, and they need to go back to school and count. I
don't think the jockeys realise the counting technique that used to be very good for a lot of legends of the track.
No, they've got calculators now.
Yeah, looking at their fucking smartwatches. I don't know what they're doing, but mate, fair dinkum, I don't mind the kid, but I don't think Casino Kid got the 24 to tell you the truth. But
you'd want to be an idiot to tip him this week, is all I'd say. Tone, you haven't gone again, have you? You definitely haven't gone again.
Tony, you can't go again on Reece Jones, surely.
Not. No, he's done. He's finished. Put a fork in him. He's done.
Put a line through him.
Absolutely. Put a line through it. No more. I've had enough. Yep.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear that.
Really? Yeah, I reckon I couldn't put a bet on Reece Jones with your money this week, Tone. That's how good I think Reece Jones is. No, I don't.
Definitely nobody would back him this week after.
And the thing is, he can't even spell Reece. What does he think he is? The fucking
plumbers
product what are they?
Plumbers.
Thermos. I don't know what they are.
Yeah. The plumbers.
Who spells it double E?
Fucking go buy some tiles or some shit.
No, you don't spell Reece double E.
Anyway, Mallory, I thought we were onto something there because she jumped at around 450, absolutely halved in the market. And unfortunately, she ran like a Mallory, as in my image of a Mallory is not like fucking Family Ties back in the 80s Mallory. My Mallory is like fucking me in woman form.
Do you put a line through it though, Pez, or you just put it down as a bad run?
I reckon that she was wide the trip. The jockey, of course, can never get on my horses or my tips. And I reckon it loomed up and then it was shot at the bend. Like there was no way it was going to win because it's been that wide. And it got a little bit of cover at around the 800 metre mark, but over that distance, And Scorched Earth was stiff because that was a really good finish actually with the injured Argente or whatever coming down and just nabbing old scorched earth, which is a really
That would have hurt
horse.
too.
Yeah, that hurt. The Greek Freak self-indulgent, wasn't self-indulgent, but
Well,
hang on for third.
Yeah, look, same sort of thing. She got caught out wide. I think, to be fair, I think it was a victim of circumstance because you've got to ride safe. You can't just cut across and stuff.
Yep.
So she was caught pretty much 3 wide most of the way.
She was caught wide as well.
And unfortunately, yeah, look, she worked home well. I definitely wouldn't put a line through this horse. But
No.
yeah, I wasn't self-indulging.
No.
Unfortunately.
But the good news is, boys, the Chalky Wheel last week sort of went bangity bang.
Yes.
2 winners.
2 winners, 2 of the best.
Yep.
One at about, you could have got 4 to 1. The other one, I think, could have got anything between 8 and 10s.
8 and 10s and 4 to 1. Plus, you got a really nice little second at around $4, I think.
Yes, I did. That was Nikhil, where the week before it was ridden from behind. Doesn't normally race that way, so picked the mapping out, did exactly what we thought, raced on the speed, and hung on well. So yeah,
And
the wheel's done well.
The hot
wheel
pot,
could be conflicted this week.
the hot pot, exceptional, jumps at $2.10, and you've never seen a worse. Like it was a heartbreak. It seriously was. This thing should have been winning by 6, but
yeah,
I tell you what, the jockeys don't have to let them out. That's one thing I should say. And the jockeys did their job, and they kept the hot pot in a pocket many a time.
Yep.
So you're a bit stiff, I reckon, mate. I reckon you should have had the 3 and the 1 second. It would have been a massive day for the Chalky Wheel. So all of our Poulty family, don't forget about Tassie's little crooked state Chalky Wheel, because I tell you what, she usually runs a profit every week. So please take a look. Please like and subscribe to the video. Get over to Facebook and check out the Chalky Wheel on a Friday night. She usually drops.
Yep.
The boys in the UK last night.
Yeah, we were there, Tone.
Yes.
Take it away, Tone.
What did we end up with? A first, 2/3 and a 4th, didn't we?
Yep, little profit still.
Yes, we managed to hang in there.
And what was the winner's name, Tone? What do we call ourselves?
TNT.
Dynamite.
There we
won?
go. Dynamite, wasn't it?
That's it.
Dynamite, that was the one. Yep.
2 weeks, Pez's Pickers has been launched. Still looking for my first winner, but I've had the 2 seconds and the 2/3 and a couple of 4. It doesn't matter, because I just want to thank Mardo here for steering me away from Score in Sydney at 550. Thanks, mate. That was great to tell me that it can't win in Sydney and there's 4 better chances. Score for Annabelle Nation, who I love. Seriously, if I could invite anyone to a dinner date, it'd be her. And yeah, thanks for that, Mardo. Absolutely brains him at 550. But well done, mate. Yeah, thanks for telling me don't put him into the pickers because it can't win. That was great. Thanks, mate.
Did you ask Mardo?
Yes.
So when he said don't put it in,
yep.
Normally it's the first
doubled.
one you put in.
Yeah, I should have doubled up the bet on it.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, stupid. Anyway, talking about the quaddie, Tassie, the Chalky Wheel, and how good Tassie. We missed the first leg end last week. Tassie can't move anywhere because we all won the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Jesus Christ, you struggle in a quaddie, big boy.
Yeah, it's hard when you're so focused on so many things. It's very hard. You know what I mean? And because you're putting me under pressure to perform all the time. Seriously, I feel like you guys are like my ex-girlfriends, and I've got to go bang, bang, bang. I'm an old man now. I struggle after 1 or 2 goes. I don't know.
Oh,
it's hard.
Time.
All the power went into the Chalky Wheel, and there wasn't any energy left in the batteries for the first leg of the quaddie.
It goes into the fister and the Chalky Wheel, I think, and the quaddie's an afterthought.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry.
Taz, some of us like to hug after completion of bodily fluids, but obviously you're not a hugger.
Mate, seriously, these days, I'm not anything. I'm just a roll. I'm a roll over kind of guy.
Self-indulgent. You're self-indulging, maybe like we all are. But
that's all. Sport of the Kings. I told you.
Anyway, we're going to the sunny coast. We're staying up north this week, mate. Race name, number 14, Explosive Quality. Talking about self-indulging.
It is. It's the number 14 down the bottom there.
Yeah.
Look, it's a lightly raced 5-year-old. Only been out of the money, I think 4 out of its, I don't know, 15 starts or 3 or 4, but goes very well on the track and distance. Does like to race on the pace. And having had a look at the what I think is the way it's going to map, all the other speed horses are drawn outside.
Mm.
So what that might do is it might actually help push her through to take a nice posse. The other speed horses are going to do all the work early trying to fight for positions.
Yep.
Explosive Quality. Boom.
Yep.
Right at the end. And
Yep.
you know what you'll all be saying? That Tassie, he might not have been self-indulgent this week, but he has provided us with some explosive quality.
Oh, I love my little apprentice on the minimum. I love it. I love a little apprentice claiming a couple. Me and old my mate Harmsy up in Cairns, we used to always look for that. Love it.
Oh, look, it comes in on, I mean, I think the top weight's got 60 with a claiming too. And this one here,
Yeah.
what do we come in? We come in with 52. Look, I did look at the top weight. And what's it called? Racecourse Road or something.
Yeah. Racecourse Road is only wins at the Gold Coast. I swear to God. And you know what road it's called at the Gold Coast?
What's it called? Racecourse Road.
I promise you, it only wins at the Gold Coast. And I reckon, I don't know, it's like that horse in Ascot, Tony, called Wednesday. Never wins on a Saturday. It only wins on a Wednesday. No, sometimes it's just funny how it works out.
Plus, Tassie's got one of his little magic numbers in there, number 11.
That's right.
Yes. Yeah, 11. That's right. Yep. I like it. Good on you, mate. Good luck for the Fiesta.
Yep.
Thanks, mate.
I know it's not the Chocky Wheel, but anyway. Saturday, Sydney's been okay. We've basically been half. We've hit 2 out of the 4. I think we've tipped up north, or 2 out of the 3.
Yep.
But we haven't really shown a profit. We actually lost money, and we made a little bit of profit on one. But anyway, we're heading back down to Flemington, down to headquarters. You beauty. I love Victorian racing. It's so good. You know, I love it when the jockeys go about as fast as I run, and then you can just throw all the form out of the race because they're fucking just sitting there, sitting them up, Tony, just stacking them up, and then they let them run at the end. It's awful. What are we doing, boys, going to Flemington?
It's a bit like watching the bicycle racing in Japan.
Yeah, true. Somebody's birthday in Japan, Tone, they always win. At
Yes.
the Keirin. We gamble on Keirin racing over here at Tassie. Can you imagine that? We're gambling on men riding a bicycle.
Yeah, I don't know. Have they got seats on those bicycles?
How rigged could that be, though? Seriously.
Why would you? Are you serious? In Japan, you guys punt on men riding bikes?
Keirin, you know when the motorbike runs them around for a few laps and then they have 3 laps at the end. That's huge over here. Massive.
Oh wow!
Huge.
I've learned something today. Thank you.
We can't have a casino, but we can bet on boats flying around a little like circle.
Oh yeah, the Matchbox toy boats, but you can't bet on baseball.
and we can go on the bikes and the motocross, but we can't bet at a casino. It's an amazing thing. But anyway, we're going to the quaddie. Oh yeah, Tassie's getting us away in a really tough leg. 137, 10, 11, big boy takes away.
It is tough. All right, I've got a few notes. All right, so Captivant, I just have to put it in. Any horse that runs in a Cox Plate, look, its first up run was quite good. I just cannot leave it out. And J-Mac is also coming on board. So that's the reason I've put it in.
Right.
Class horse. The 3, Lightsaber, it's a bit of a ghost, but I think that this sort of class is probably where it's at. So I don't have too much. The 7 and the 11.
Jump last start, Tess?
It didn't jump last start, and it did come home quite well, but I don't know. It's just one of those. It's a speculative pick. I think it's too good to not put in, and it's a ghost when I put it in and it does nothing.
Okay.
The 7 and 11, are the two up-and-comers.
Yes.
Now, both have won their 2 starts. Both won them really, really impressively. And both, you just don't know where they're at.
Yep.
So I'm prepared to take a chance on one of them maybe being above average.
Okay.
And, of course, number 10, well, this one goes out to our Cairns young lady, Lee.
Yeah.
And so I've gone with Lena's Legend. I thought it was a good first up run.
That's nice. I love
And
Lena.
this one goes in for Lena.
Our little
I know she follows the Tigers. Yeah, look, the sad thing is she follows the Tigers, but I won't hold that against her.
She's with our
Everything
mate,
else,
Timmy.
Right.
everything else quality.
What about Forgot You first up, not Keen?
Which one?
The 2.
What about the 2?
That was a Pez's push, and then it ran 3rd, and then it won its next 3.
Yeah. So let it run 3rd, and then let it win its next 3. So I forgot all about it.
All right, very good. But those Silks are they're on fire, aren't they? They're winning everything, aren't they? Those the Silks for Butterson and or whatever. Anyway.
Yeah, look,
Fairly, the guy's name. He's winning everything.
Butterson are they're the up and coming duo at the moment. Those two.
Yep. So I like it. Umgawa is a bit of an omen for us, Tone. But yeah, she's a tough race to get going, mate. Very tough.
It is a tough race.
Good luck.
So that's what we fight.
Tone, you've got the big one. You've got the Black Caviar, the Lightning. One of the best races I think on the calendar. Because you always get the best sprinters, and you always get, they want to win this because how good was Black Caviar? Seriously,
Absolutely.
She's my goat, and because I saw her, run. So I never saw Winch run, but anyway, Ty, what do we got, mate? 1, 4, and 8.
Well, Nature Strip, the Queen on board ship. Got it. You got to be on. You got to be on.
Yep.
It's too short. It's too short for a TT this week, but got to be a big chance.
You have tipped it before at $2.
Yes, I have. Oh, no, yes, it was a bit shorter than that. Yes, I have tipped it before. Yeah, but not this time.
Okay.
I don't want to poison it. Got to chuck in what is it? G trash or dry trash, whatever it is.
G-tra.
Trash.
I like it. The old Tassie bloke. Oh, guy trash.
Oh, so you've thrown in the trash with Nature Strip.
Yeah.
Mark Zara on board.
Right.
Got to be a big chance there first up. And
Tony, track and distance, big boy. You should tell the punters.
Absolutely. Yeah, well, this is the distance for Nature Strip over these others. They're, like...
No, Gitra.
Gitra
at the track and distance, Tone. 2 starts, 2 wins. Bang.
Yeah, look, I don't know. I just think Nature Strip is the best horse in the race.
Right.
It always races well first up.
It's the highest highest rated sprinter in the world.
Yes.
There we go.
Yes.
We've got, what's his name down the bottom there? Home Affairs. J-Max come down, jumped on board, hasn't he?
Yep.
First up.
He's not on Nature Strip.
No.
But sorry. And then we've got Eduardo, but I can't have Eduardo. There's no way I'd back it. No, absolutely. It's form. It hasn't raced in Melbourne since May 2020.
Wow.
And it doesn't do anti-clockwise very well.
Tone's done a bit of homework there on
a bit of study because the scumbag cost me money before.
Right.
Over Nature Strip. I think they pulled Nature Strip up that day just to let Eduardo win. But anyway, we won't go into that. But I don't think it does anti-clockwise, and its form down in Melbourne's not that good. So,
Tone, Magical Mardo is pretty keen on Eduardo. I know that you like tipping together. You put a line through Eduardo. I like it. Put a line through me, boy.
Mardo is trying to do a roundup on me. Poison my Nature Strip. That's what he's trying to do.
Yeah.
He wants to spray that bloody DDT or whatever over.
Sorry, guys. Who are you talking about? Who?
Nobody. But,
I wasn't sure.
Joey Pride was really good today. Old Eduardo was having a pick on the Nature Strip, and he tweets the photo of Eduardo, having a pick. Like, Eduardo's eating nature strip. It's fucking great. Awesome. Good on him. I like that. I like
You
it.
know what? There was one. I don't know if you guys read the article with Cliffy Brown complaining.
Oh,
that
yes.
He wanted to get the Inferno to have a look down the straight, and
They wouldn't let him.
they didn't allow it. Now, look. To be honest, I don't see it winning.
No.
But I'll tell you what, if the Inferno does win, I reckon Cliffy Brown might come out with a few home truths as well.
Yeah. For me, Masked Crusader is going to be storming at the end. It's going to be a bit short. Over the 1200, you probably have a little bit of a get on old Masked Crusader because it's got that big Chautauqua finish. But I'm wrapped because of the Bennett Racing boys in number 60 Astrologist. One of my mate owns 10% of this bastard. And what a horse it's been. It's won over 800,000 in prize money. Absolutely flies down the Flemington Straight. And I tell you what, at 60 odd bucks at opening, which my mate's got on, I reckon, if Nature Strip does something strange and doesn't want to run, or, it gets a bit head up in the air or whatever, I tell you what, Old Astrologist is going to be honest as any right at the end. But obviously this is the hardest race he's ever going to be in. And what a race it is. You like Profiteer a little bit down the bottom there, Taz?
I do. I think that the young sprinter, I'd be really interested to see how it goes. It's had a really good trial leading up into this. I do have to go back to the Astrologist, but I think you're a space cadet if you think that it's going to go anywhere.
How good is it? It's in the Lightning though. That's fucking amazing.
Mate. Yeah, look, it is amazing, but every race needs its duds.
Yeah.
So,
I tell you what, the Astrologist might be putting a bit of pressure on old Nature. So old Guitar might be gibbling behind it. Because I reckon Home Affairs is not going to fucking give Nature Strip its head either. Because if Nature Strip jumps and just runs, they're not going to get it. But I tell you what, if the old Astrologist jumps and puts a bit of pressure like Eduardo does, and it's a funny game, horse racing, I tell you.
Well, it should be about 20s, the Astrologist, because the Cancerous isn't on it.
Yeah, right.
You've got Johnny L on there, so that's got to drop the price down.
Well, yeah, he's come in for a bit of support. So now, what a race! You could sort of make it, against probably the Astrologist. You put a line through. Swats that you put a line through, but Home Affairs brained him too last start. You fucking killed it.
Yep.
Just led and ran and just ran. Won by fucking
it's an
5.
Interesting race.
Yeah. So
what you said before, Pezza, the highest rated sprinter in the world.
Yep.
With probably the highest ranking female jockey in the world too.
Come on, Jamie.
It'd be nice, but anyway.
Now, boys, Mardo's got 1, 2, 8, and 12. 1, 2, 8, and 12. He's on a couple there, but he's got a little video. Do you want to have a look?
Well, love a video.
Oh, we love videos.
So hang on. If he loses, he's out again. He's gone.
100%. If he loses, the Poultry Familiar are in.
Yep.
So basically, we want him to lose.
No, we don't.
Oh, no, we don't. No, we want the quaddie. That's right. We want the quaddie. Hey, here we go.
You know what we want? Pezza, I've worked it out.
Yeah.
We want to win a big quaddie.
Yeah.
And then we want him to lose.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
G'day, guys. Mardo here with a special guest appearance this week.
A guest appearance, the great man. I don't know. What do you think, boys?
Guest appearance?
A guest appearance?
Well, I don't know. It depends on the definition of guest.
No, I'm not tipping on the show this week. I'm sorry, because I'm committed to other things on Wednesdays and Saturdays, which might conflict. So I do apologise for that. I wish you all the best, but I do continue to tip into the squaddie.
Yeah, I think Mardo's even thrown a couple up at Pakenham tonight at a request. So good on you, mate.
Keep pushing through. Keep finding a way through.
I don't know what he means by this, a pushing through tone, but I like it.
Let's get on. Leg 3 this week at Flemington, which is race 8. It's a nice weight for age race. Geez, there's a lot of good horses in here. I've had to narrow it down to 4, and I picked 1, 2, 8, and 12. We've got Elephant, who's an excellent weight for age horse. He had excuses in his what was it, 2 misses last season, but won everything else. He's 3 from 3 at weight for age. He's 3 from 3 at the distance at 1400. We get Damien Lane on, who's had a couple of wins. We've got Gate 9, which is not too bad because he doesn't lead. He just goes forward and sits on pace. He's got to get a nice run from that Gate 9. Juniper's the value pick in this leg. It's about 20 to 1. Went to the paddock after one poor run last spring, and they brought him back this autumn prep, and
he's been out for a year.
That's right, mate. He's going to be right in the run. John Allen gets back on. He's a winning jockey. Hopefully he runs well because that's a hell of a lot of value for this quaddy leg. We've got Mr. Brightside. I don't think you can leave him out. I know he's got Craig Williams on, but look, Craig Williams has won 6 out of 7 runs on this horse, so he's a bit of a jet. Got a nice gate.
On Sundays.
He's definitely up to this. Last one, Corner Pocket, number 12. Wow, what a special thing this is. 5 from 5 last prep, unbeaten. He's drawn very low, goes forward. He's 3 from 3 at the distance. Declan Bates has won 7 out of 8 races 7 out of 8 rides, on this horse. It's another jet. There are probably 2 or 3 others that you could put in here, but if you had to narrow it down, I'm going with Elephant, Mr. Brightside, Corner Pocket, and Juniper for a bit of value, just in case they can run on. All right. Good luck this week. Thanks, Jace.
No, mate.
And good luck to all the Poultry Pirates. Hope we get the quaddy this week. Taz, start us off with a big leg first up, mate.
Good on you, Tazzy. Good on you, Marto. Thanks for the little video.
He's put me under pressure now, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's had a little bit of a swipe of you, and but he's on the 1, 2, 8, and 12. And honestly, there's a few in the All-Star Mile, like Elephant's already in it. Luna Fox wants to be in it, actually. And there's a couple there. Like, gee, it's a tough race, very tough race. But anyway, enough about that. 3, 4, 10, 11. Pez has gone Pioneer River in the last. It's flying. I think it goes better at the Valley. But anyway, just because it's such a good horse. I've gone one of Tony's Ghosts from Sydney. I love Craig Williams. No, I don't. He's a prick. But I love him on a Sydney horse. So when a Sydney horse comes down, Willow's on the phone marketing himself to the fucking agents and the owners and the trainers. I've got to throw in the bomber for Tone. And Williams on a New South Wales horse I'm pretty keen on. But I'm going to have a big crack at the Quinella in this race. Number 10 and 11. If they both start, they're both going to be around about the 3 to 1, about the 2 to 1. And seriously, I don't think anyone's going to get near him. So I reckon it's the Quinella of the day, numbers 10 and 11. So I'm really confident if Taz gets us away, Tone wins us the big one, and then Marto somehow flukes the third leg, I reckon we're a lay down there, Tone.
Right. What about the old Yulong Knight?
No, don't like the Yulong horses, as you know, and I don't like the owner. So, out.
Good. What about my old favourite, the Big Easy down the bottom there, number 12?
No, not keen. Even though I do like Apprentice on the minimum, it's just not going well enough, and it hasn't won well enough for a couple of years. And I think I don't mind the toppy, and I don't mind Can't Be Done because Jamie's on it for Danny O'Brien. Yep. They've got a great strike rate. So if there's a couple of scratching, I'll probably throw in the 1 or the 6 if any of my numbers are out. But again, go to Facebook to get a set. Now, Tone, very quickly running out of time. Here we go. Moorfield, race 6, number 8, Shell Shocked. Going to Tassie territory.
Yes. What? Couldn't find anything in Melbourne, Sydney, or across in the West that, and I can't trust the jockeys in any of those 3 states, really.
Yep.
So I've moved across to the criminal state there, across to Tassie country, and I've selected Shell Shock with the little spunk rat Tigrum on board. Tegan Vorum, she's claiming 2. Won a mile. Good second last start. Coming out of barrier 6. 11 skins is value in a tough race.
Tassie, we're running out of time. You got any thoughts? He's going to your Chocky Wheel State.
The Chocky Wheel is unsure this week because it's Kangaroo Island. So it might not be a race that it's looked at. It's a chance.
Okay. Shell Shocked. We'll be shell shocked if it wins, but pleasantly shell shocked. Talking about being shell shocked, Pez has got one that ticks all the boxes. Last start, fell out of the barriers, nearly fell over. Reece, hey, what?
Surprise, baby.
Reece Jones. Oh my God, Pezza. Ulysses, it fell out of the barriers, got blocked at the 600, went for a run at the 250, missed that, got beaten a length. I don't know. It screams out to me to say, Pezza, back me. Be like the Ulysses of Cairns, the blue butterfly that we never see, like Barney pollinating all the little flowers up there. So I'm keen on Reece to a bit of retribution time. You've tipped him for 3 weeks. You're off him this week. You put a line through him. I reckon he wins. Ulysses in the last. Get on. This week, big value, boys. 143 for the double. The triple pays 1,300. Get on for the place. Happy days. Taz, final thoughts.
Final thoughts. Can't believe you've done Reece Jones. Cannot believe it. I'm going to call you Mr. Slops. Tone sacked him. You've gone for him. Good luck.
Oh, I've always enjoyed the slops. Don't worry about that. Tone.
Yeah, big chance, big chance. You know, he's got to win sooner or later. So maybe Ulysses in the Golden Fleece gets the job
I reckon
done.
He's going to bookend Tone. Get on him on the first, into the last. The bookends. Reece just gives it to Tone right up the old digits. All digits up the old Well, we always run out of time, don't we? Because old marathon mouth here just keeps going, and we always run out of time. But I'm a bit surprised you didn't have any more words there, Tone, about what a great horse or opportunity this jockey's going to give this horse in the last in Sydney.
Oh, surprise, baby.
Oh, okay, surprise, baby. You want to talk?
Oh, absolutely. How can you follow this absolute criminal who has cost me a fortune 3 weeks in a row? He could not ride a rocking horse. I don't know how you've managed to, you know, the horse is probably all right. It's the, you know, the woody animal like Woody out of Toy Story who's on it. Oh.
Well, I reckon he's rode a couple of shockers for you, and he rode a shocker on this horse last start. So I reckon it's going to be great content when Reece salutes in the last. He's going to bookend the races too. He's got a good chance.
Shut him down, Tone. Shut him down.
You're supposed to remember surprise baby.
Yeah, I'm there. Surprise baby. No,
right.
That's it. No, 3 weeks in a row. This will be 4. He gets the bloody he gets the picket fence of zeros. That is, like, you know, he gets the 4 eggs this week. No,
Tone, you know what I reckon? Why Pez has gone with him, because you've gone with him 3 times. I think Marto went with him once.
Yep.
Pez is going to go with him once. So then he's got the complete fist, and that's what Marto was doing earlier on. So Pez, we're going to cop that this week. That's what it was.
Mate, when he wins the first and the last, and they bookend, and Reece Jones salutes at 12s or 13s, I'll be doing this to you boys. Don't you worry about that. And all of our Polty familiar will be like, good on you.
Shut him down, Tone. Shut him down.
Oh, surprise, baby.
Yeah, well, I don't think you understand the concept of surprise baby, Tone, but surprise baby stops me talking.
Yes.
So you're supposed to use it when I'm talking.
Yes. Like this, right? Surprise baby.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, go, Tone.
Lockie is an absolute criminal. I think what Pez is doing, why he's doing it this week is because the Roundup brothers, Marto and myself, all the poison's gone. So Pez is going to skid straight in. He's going to come in the back door like a little Italian stallion and pick up the Reddies. He's going to pick up the Mauler this week because there's no poison left.
Yeah, I agree.
And he's going to go the double.
Pretty healthy.
Surprise baby, say it to him, quick.
Pretty healthy if they all salute this week. Pretty healthy if they all salute. Oh, he's having a drink now.
Come on, don't shut him down.
Pretty healthy if they salute this week. We've got 9s into 11s in the. You're supposed to say surprise baby.
No, I'm listening to how much we're going to win.
You're listening to me. Oh, okay, right. Sorry, mate. 9 into 11s into 13s is 1,287 skins. Looks healthy. Even a little place multi might get us around 25 to 30 to 1. So pretty keen this week. Good to be back at Flemington headquarters, boys. Great race in the Caviar, or the Lightning, as we used to call it. It's great to see our champs or our I don't know, what do you call them, Tassie? Our better horses, I suppose.
Yeah.
Running around. It's huge. It's a great race. I love that race on Saturday. Wow, it's like a grand final of the best sprinters in the world. Awesome.
Looks like it's a great carnival. It's been great weather down here too, so we should get a really nice track. I don't know if they're going to be watering it or anything like that, but it should be in really fine fiddle.
Pete Moody might have something to say about that too. Yeah.
Hopefully it plays fair. Do you know that here in Australia tonight, I just wanted to say that it's $80 million Powerball.
Oh, right.
So I've been thinking about it, and I'm a little bit of this whole manifesting thing. I think it's a good thing to manifest. So I'm manifesting that if I win 80 mil, all right, I reckon we've got about 800 Polty Pirates.
Yep.
If I win 80 mil, all 800 of us are going to book into some hotel, some resort that I'm going to pay for, and we are going to have a Polty party. Now, having said that, I've got like 1.3 zillion billion Willie, God knows how many chances of winning it. Wow. But if it does happen, Polty party for 800 on me.
Wow. There we go.
Manifest. Who needs a quaddie?
Hope you win. Really hope you win. I would love to get a few of the Polty familiar together. Don't you worry about that. Imagine that, seriously. With Lukey Mullen and Angsty and all the boys. Woodsy, you get Woodsy there. And Barney with his Jordans on.
Hey, even Ty, poor old Ty, who's been homeless following you guys in the NFL, he'll probably have a roof over his head for one night.
Poor old Ty just graduated in the park that he's been living in. He just got himself a blue tarp. So he's out of the cardboard box, the poor bastard, old Ty Orchid. He's got himself a blue tarp at the minute. We just cost him that because he put a multi on it with his mate next door and he took the tarp.
You did him a favour not doing any NFL for about 6 weeks. The guy put on about 5 kilos. He was able to eat.
But Ty, he got the blue tarp. He saved up enough, $4.99. He went down to the old discount shop, bought the blue tarp. He thought he was fucking, Robert Sangster. And then we cost him the blue tarp last week, the dickhead next door. So, sorry, Ty, we love you, mate. And how's Pezza on the old chat there going on Facebook? But Ty, if I'm in your neck of the woods, mate, I'll buy you some beers. And he's like, that's fair. That's fair. I'm like, oh. Yeah. Anyway, stay healthy, boys. Stay safe. And I got a little bit of a zinger for you if you want.
Yeah.
Yep. One of the first horses I owned started at 25-1.
And?
You're supposed to say something so I can give you the punchline.
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
How'd it go?
Oh, let's do it again. All right. One of the first horses I owned started at 25-1.
How did it go?
Oh, mate. Unfortunately, all the other horses started at 12:30.
Oh, dear. Oh, Pezza, if you're going to go like that, I had a horse once as well.
Really?
And I remember it. Well, I've had a few, but the best one we had, unfortunately, did a suspensory.
Oh.
A bit like Probabile.
Oh.
And anyway, we went to Bendigo. It was a bog track. C. Dixon on board. I don't know if I've told this story before.
Probably have.
We've hugged the rail. We've jumped out last. We've hugged the rail. Anyway, we've ended up winning. But I've still got the video at home, when you get them of the winnings. And the guy in the background, you can hear him say, a guy should get a Logie for getting these names right. Because it was owned for, there was about 6 of us. Yeah, the alphabet was there. He couldn't pronounce the names, but you could hear him in the background. I think it was Johnny Burke, but he goes, a guy should get a Logie for getting these names right.
A bit tough to say.
Oh, just a few of them. A few of them. Yeah, there were all. I don't think there was any letters from the alphabet that were missed.
Yeah, right. Yeah, awesome. And Tone's last horse that he owned. Do you want another one?
Yeah, waiting for.
Come on, Tone.
Tone's last horse that he'd owned. It was in a photo finish.
What happened? How'd it go?
Well, unfortunately for him, in the photo finish, for when he's finished, needed a flash.
Oh dear, poor Tone.
Because it was in the dark, still running.
Poor Tone. Oh, night racing.
Yeah, but it doesn't work anymore, does it? Hey, that'd be good. Hey, if you win the Powerball, we go to Hong Kong.
Beautiful.
Can I get everyone to Hong Kong at a good
I
price?
reckon you can get everyone to the Hong Kong for sure. The Poultry Family would love to go to Happy Valley or Shatin and see Aussie Zach.
Seriously, I know that it's one of those things that God knows what, but it's going to happen to someone. Someone's going to win tonight, whether it's me or whether it's whoever it is, and it's going to be life-changing, and good luck to them. But I can guarantee you this, if it is me, it's going to happen.
Oh, mate, I'd love it.
That's all I will say.
Oh.
All right.
Oh,
if it is
go
me,
down the
it's gonna
shrine
happen.
after.
Go to the shrine, Tone, and pray for surprise baby to work as a joke on this show. Maybe you could pray for that. Pray for surprise baby to work.
You know what they say? He who bets is a better. He who does not bet is no better.
That's right. That's right. And surprise baby actually had a good run last week, ranked 4th. So it's maybe on the way back for its 3rd different trainer since Pruska. But well done. Thanks, Mardo, for your little video, and that was great. And hopefully you win this week and you continue, because that means that we're in the quaddie, hopefully. And all the peeps, get on to Facebook and please interact, because we love it. And if all the people, like the 50, who come and watch this show, please subscribe to the video. It would make us all a lot happier. And thanks very much. Anyway, boys, take it easy.
Yep. All right. Big weekend coming up.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Explosive quality into shell shocked into Ulysses.
That's it.
Sounds like a World War II code book there. So let's go. All right. See you, boys.
Yep.
Bye.
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 Bye.